Hello everybody, my name is Paul Hebert and thank you for watching my video. Today's topic is Windows 7. We're going to do a bit of an overview of some of the key features in Microsoft's latest operating system. So kick back and relax, and I hope you enjoyed the video. One of the first things we'll do is we'll basically cover the general layout of the operating system and talk about some of the features. So obviously we're looking at the desktop here. I'd like to show you the taskbar, or basically this section at the bottom of the screen here. So this whole area we could refer to as the taskbar. So starting on the right and working our way left, we've got the clock, which we can actually set the clock information from here. We just double click on it. It opens up this window, and then we can click on the link and change various things, which we won't do right now, but that's one object here. A little actually item to the right of the clock here, I'll just give you an example. If I were to bring up this application here, which is Microsoft Excel, I can actually, if I hover on this portion of the screen, it's like a little vertical bar, it'll minimize the application. It doesn't actually close it, just minimizes it. And if that's what I want to actually do, is go back to the desktop, I can actually click on the bar and it minimizes the application for me. So it's essentially the old desktop button that you used to find on the quick launch bar that was over here on the left. So that's a pretty neat feature. The next one to the left of the clock in the calendar area there is the Action Center, this little flag here. So if there's something really important going on, you'll see this flag turn red, and basically we can see if there's anything important to do. So the Action Center is basically Microsoft's simplified way of telling you what important things are going on with your computer in terms of security or maintenance, and you can also do a variety of other things from here. But for example, if my antivirus wasn't running, I would get some kind of pop-up, and it would be managed through this interface. So that's the Action Center. Now to the left of that, we've got the system tray. Is basically a little area on the screen where any program that's running currently will actually put an icon or a little system tray icon in this area to kind of let you know what's going on. So for example, on mine, I've got my power information here, my wireless speakers, which is something that's always in the system tray, my antivirus console that's running, my Logitech mouse information or control software. Currently, there are updates that are waiting to run on Windows 7 on my particular laptop, so it's actually telling me this is the Windows Update icon. This is a remote tool that I use, and we've also got some Java updates available. So moving over to the left again, we've got on my particular laptop the power or energy or power conservation area. We've got the wireless stuff. To the left of the wireless, we've got the keyboard selection. So I like to work in French sometimes, so I have multiple keyboards set up, currently running the US English one. Moving towards this area here, so this is kind of like the main focus area, I guess you could say, for the taskbar. It's where all your minimized programs will basically be sent to. So we've got I've got a multiple series of things open here, and then if I click the minimize window, they just kind of stack up. So moving a little bit more towards the left again, we've got a static part of the quick launch bar. What used to be the quick launch area before, so these icons kind of always hang around. Windows Media Player, and then finally, but not the least, the Start button. Back in the previous day, it used to be like a bright green, and now it's a cute little pearl with the Windows logo on it. So the Start menu, as before, it is where you want to start working on all your things. So it shows you a list of your applications. The All Programs group is still available with a variety of things that I've got installed on my laptop, so we can scroll. One of the really neat features of Windows 7, and it started with Vista, is the way that things are organized on your computer. So they kind of make a little bit more sense. So I want to draw your focus to the search box here. So this is kind of like Windows Desktop Search meets a Run Command Tool. What this basically does is you can run any application that's running on your computer without actually going and finding it to click on. And I'll give you an example. So let's say I want to start Word. So I can type in WinWord, and it'll go and search and actually find all the things that have WinWord in it. But the first thing it finds is the application WinWord, and I can just click on it and away I go. And that's kind of a neat little tool. You can also use this to, for example, if you want to set up a new printer. I could go into the box here, type in printer, and it'll find all the objects that are related to printers that I've got in my list, including contacts and things like that. But at the very top here, we've got device and printers, and that's the one I wanted to show you. So if I click on that, it'll open up the part of the control panel that lets me manage printers and other devices. So that's really neat because, although some people like to go old school and actually hunt and peck for stuff, if you have an idea of what you're looking for, you can just type it in. So I'll do Excel, and it was the top one on the list. Just hit enter, and it opens up and runs Excel. So that's a really neat feature, and I'm happy that Microsoft put that in the last couple of versions of Windows. I find that the start menu is a lot better organized. It's a little bit more conducive and simple to use. So if I click on all programs, you can see that I've got all my stuff here. And if you recall, in the past, when you clicked on all programs, you used to open up a big window here or a big section of the menu here. And if you highlighted another one that had multiple items within that folder, you'd get another extension, and then you'd basically creep your way across the screen until you can't see anything. So the neat thing now is that if you just click on one of these folders, it's a standard drop-down, and it's easy to use. So from there, you can just click on whatever application you want and actually launch them and use them. So it's a neat way that they've laid out the start menu. So I'll get update later for that. So that's one neat feature of Windows 7. Some neat things that Microsoft has added to the mix here in terms of features in Windows 7 is a concept of snapping the windows, and I'll explain that in a second. So basically, as you would be working through your typical day, you'd have multiple programs open, typing on various documents, and things can get a little cluttered. One thing that you can do is you can actually organize your windows in such a way that you can work, for example, on these two documents side by side. So if you're like me, you're probably always doing multiple things. So in this case, I've got the two documents, document 1 and document 2. The windows are overlaid, and what I normally do is if I want to see them side by side, I could position them in a certain way and spend a lot of time trying to adjust those and make them fit right, and it takes a little bit of time. Well, Microsoft had a really great idea where you can basically just grab a window, drag it, so click on it and hold in the menu bar area, and just basically drag it to the side of the screen, let go of the button, and I'm not sure if you saw it, but there's like a little halo that appeared, and then it snapped the window into a perfectly half size of the screen. And then I'm just going to reshape this guy here, and I can do the same thing with this one. Just click and grab, drag it to the side, let go. You saw that little halo there, and the document fits perfectly. It uses half the screen. So this is a neat feature because it really saves you a lot of time trying to organize that stuff. What you can do as well is you can basically make the screen, or the window, full screen. So you can click on this middle icon here, which everybody's familiar with by now. But what you can also do is just grab the window bar, again, drag it up to the top screen, let go, and it pops it into full screen. Same thing, you can unsnap it and then just move it around again if you like. So that's a really neat feature. But another neat feature that I'm not really sure how useful it is, but let's say you have multiple programs open, and let's open up Camtasia here, which is recording this video. So let's say this is getting a little bit too messy and I want to close things down really quick. So what I can do is I can click and hold the top bar here and just shake the mouse, and if you notice, all the applications just went and closed on their own, or minimized on their own, sorry. So that's kind of a neat thing. It's the equivalent of doing a couple of other keystrokes. You could do a Windows key and minimize, or the M key to minimize on the keyboard. So there's a couple of ways to do that, but I thought that was a neat little feature. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you for watching the Windows 7 overview. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check back again for more videos. Have yourself a great day.